So I saw the Kanye doc last night, episode 1 of Jeen Yuhs, and it was so inspiring and so good for any artist, musician, whether you're into hip hop, rock, whatever kind of music you make. I really suggest you go watch it because it was just encouraging to see where Kanye came from, all the hurdles that he went through. I'm going to be talking about this in my music business book, but Ruckus Records wanted to sign him, who had artists like Mos Def and Talib Kweli. They passed on him for a long time. Dame John or whatever, and Jay-Z, Rockefeller Records, they only, kept him around because he was producing killer beats for Jay-Z and all his artists. And it was supposedly heard that the only reason they signed him was because they didn't want to lose him as a producer. And obviously we know the story that Kanye was, became famous, blew it up, just killed it, made incredible music. But what was so wild was not only did he have to have the good music, he had to have the persistence. Like, he had the goods. He had the talent. His image was really sketchy when he first started. There's one part where he's at a party and had these crazy big glasses and he kind of looked kind of goofy or whatever. He's probably just trying to get into his own and figure it out like we all are, right? But that inspired me too, just to show you don't have to be like this good-looking, perfect, whatever person. And obviously you can develop and work on that. You can always polish a diamond, right? But he had amazing music for a long time, and still he was pounding the doors and pounding the doors. Like, just because you have good music, like, that's just to kind of get noticed and get the foot in the door. It's the persistence and the non-stop just hitting this thing and being relentless. And just seeing him walk into the record store or the record label of Rockefeller Records and playing When They All Fall Down, which was like a hit song, so cool, so groundbreaking. And yeah, they loved it. His lines were good, the music was good, the mix was good. And still, it's like trying to get the attention of these people to look at me. Look at what's going on. I got something going on here, right? And so I want to encourage you, don't give up. Keep pounding the door. Keep promoting your songs. Like, I was telling I've told you guys so many times, if you go to smartmusicbusiness.com, you can get my Facebook ad templates. And the reason I bring that up is because I used a music video that I knew was a hit song, and it's old, right? Like, it's like now it's 10 years old, and I'll still use it sometimes to promote my songs. Like, I'll still use it to get out there and promote because there's millions upon millions of people who have not heard it. And we've spent tens of thousands, I think over $100,000 actually, on that specific ad campaign and we were going directly to sale. And I don't want to get into all that right now, but when I was promoting my music, we'd go so that people would make a purchase, not just stream it. And that's how we were able to spend more money as opposed to just spending it going directly to Spotify or YouTube or something like that. We would go to a sale so they would buy my music. Go to smartmusicbusiness.com to get my ad templates and training that goes with that. But the point I'm trying to make here is that there's so many people in this world that have not heard my music. And even though we know it's a hit or it's good, you've got to get it out there. You've got to shout it from the rooftops. You got to believe in yourself. And that was the other thing that really encouraged me, was his confidence. He didn't have a dad, but he had a mom, and I obviously really related to that because I lost my dad to suicide when I was 5 years old. I don't know Kanye's story, but it looks like his mom really, poured into him a lot. And she was talking about, like, look, use that cockiness, use that superstar mentality. Like, that's your confidence. Don't be humble. If you've got a gift, you've got a gift. Don't turn it down. Like, you've got greatness. Be proud of that. And that really encouraged me to be more proud, because I think I'm sometimes too humble. And I'm not sure where you are on the spectrum, and post below. I'm curious, but I find myself too humble. I can be cocky sometimes, but I feel like I could crank up the confidence a little bit more and portray myself, because when people see confidence, especially labels, performers, whatever, like, geez, from the first video I've recorded or first show I did compared to now, like, I walk up on that stage like I own the whole place, right? Like, I'm good at that because I've done thousands of shows. It came from practice. And so I encourage you to turn up the confidence. Turn up the confidence and know that you've got a talent. And the only thing I will say, though, is I have seen a lot of people who have too much confidence and not enough talent. Like, they got the confidence, but the talent is not there. Like, it's funny, right? Like, I remember being on tour one time, and these guys were really confident, really cool, really nice, and the packaging and everything was really dope. But then I heard their rhymes, or I heard their music, and I was like, oh, that's like, bummer, man, because obviously they got it on so many levels, but the music just wasn't there yet. And you know what, though? Just like confidence, you can grow in that. Talent, you can grow in that. Skill, you can develop that. So no matter where you are, I just want to say, keep pounding on that door, man. Even the Bible talks about how there's a story in there of a man that keeps knocking. And he says, look, I'm not going to go down because he's my friend, but because his persistence and annoyingness, I'm going to go down and let him in and give him food and help him out, whatever it is. And sometimes you got to be annoying for your career, yo. I got this new music business book that's coming out. I can't wait to share it with you guys, but I talk about how persistence pays. So post below, let me know that you're going to be persistent, that you're not going to give up, and you're going to keep fighting for your dreams. Go check out the Jeen Yuhs documentary. Let me know what you think of it. And I want to remind you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. If you need design, you need promotion pieces to market your songs in a dope cover, because people don't hear you first. They see you first, and they judge before they've even listened to your songs. Go to visioncityart.com and get a single cover, album cover package to get all the pieces and everything that you need to launch your next single.